Dirt roads to rock crawling, two-buck chuck to screaming eagle, moonshine to 50-year-old single malt. We talk about it all here on Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey with your hosts, Jason and Chris.
Welcome to Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, episode 237, recorded here in Studio L. Yes, I'm here doing the intro because Jason is missing again. I'm not sure where he is, but that's okay. I'm going to record some tracks here and let's talk about a few things, and I'm going to ask a few questions, and we'll go from there. We are currently, I believe, 43 days from the opening of the gates on the lake bed at King of the Hammers 2024. That's pretty crazy. I mean, it just seems like yesterday that we were driving home from King of the Hammers 2023, and now just a short few months away. It's just time flew. We had spring and then summer and then pow. We're Christmas is just around the corner, and right after that, bam, King of the Hammers. So I'm getting pretty stoked. I know, looking on the Instagram, and a lot of people are, banging and clanging, as I like to say, are getting their race cars put back together, whether they're building an entirely new car from scratch, or if they're putting together, disassembling and reassembling their old junk with some improvements, and hopefully replacing every nut and bolt, and having their shocks rebuilt and whatever, engines freshened up, transmissions gone through, differentials and axles, and all that stuff that takes a beating during those races. Hopefully it's all getting refreshed, and they're going to be showing up on the lake bed, with bells on, ready to rock and roll and race and compete and see who the next King of the Hammers is, who the next King of the, what do they call it? Race of Kings? Yeah, I know. So going back, Shannon Campbell's, working on his new car, seems to be coming together at a steady pace. He's on track. And then, you got Wolf, the Wolf Racing's putting their car back together. All the teams that we have followed over the last, 4 years of the show, they seem to be, up to their eyeballs and trying to get their cars put back together or built, So that's exciting. So if you're not following some of these racers that Jason and I follow on the Instagram or on Facebook or even on YouTube, a lot of these teams are marketing themselves pretty aggressively now, so they can keep up with, their responsibilities to their sponsors and so forth. So, I'm really looking forward to it. 43 days when this episode drops. It's going to be crazy. So, exciting stuff. So yeah, the King of the Hammers merchandise, they also have the team merch, and you can you support your favorite team by buying t-shirts, and some of the significant amount of that money from the sale of the shirt that you get goes directly to the team to help with their racing effort, whether it's whatever, it's cash that goes into their pocket so they can buy fuel, food, tires, whatever it is they need to keep their racing program going, which is super awesome. I'm looking at that page right now on the interwebs, and you've got Team Rusty Nail Racing 7319, Rufus Racing, which is car number 4, and then you've got Mirage Motorsports. So looking through this, some of the teams Bomber Fabrication, that's of course Randy Slauson's team in car 4448. He's currently in the process of building a brand new 4800 car for the Everyman Challenge race this year, which is going to be super exciting. So if you haven't heard, he's going to be racing both 4400, which is the big dog race, the unlimited, and the 4800 race, and so he's building a brand new car for that. And continuing on down, what the bane of my wife's existence, racing. That's funny. And then you keep scrolling through Two Stone Racing, which of course is Amber Turner. We've had her on the show numerous times. She's super awesome, racing her Suzuki Samurai. And then let's see here. Continue on. So these are teams you can click on. Store.kingofthehammers.com collections/team merch. And you can support your favorite team. It's certainly super helpful for them. Let's see. As I scroll through here, other teams. Dumpster Fire Off-Road. That's funny. So yeah, hopefully if you're going to be going to King of the Hammers, or even if you can't make it, you want to support your favorite team, that's certainly a great way to do it. And then so much going on. Yeah, King of the Hammers, lots of racing. Going to be super exciting down there on the lake bed. What have I been up to? My gosh, I've been doing a lot of things. Nothing that involves wheeling, unfortunately. But I actually went into the garage the last couple of weekends, and I've started cleaning out the garage to make space so I can start working on the Jeep. One of the things that I've been meaning to do and wanting to do, and I know we talked in the last episode that I was having some steering issues with the handling at not highway speeds, but just racing around town at 45 miles per hour. The handling was a little sketchy. I still haven't gotten it in to have the alignment looked at. And but I did crawl under and check the ball joints again, and they all seem to be super tight. So I'm not sure if there's something I'm missing, but I'll get it in to have an alignment done on it so they can figure out if that helps with the handling, or if there's something else going on. Because all the bushings are fresh, all the shocks are damn near brand new. So what's causing that? I don't know if it's the alignment with the drag link and the track bar, but I like that track bar because it keeps the steering a little bit, well, it's theoretically supposed to keep the steering a little bit more predictable, but that hasn't been the case. So we're going to continue troubleshooting that and see what's going on. But I'm also, have rock lights that have been meaning to install, and I've got the aux beam control panel that I want to, get in there to kind of clean up a lot of the wiring and switches that are, under the dash. And in the engine bay, and you get that all just streamlined a little bit. I know there's been discussion about powering the ARB twin air compressor with the switch, but I can leave it as is, or I'm thinking I'm going to experiment with plugging or powering it up with the aux beam. But I do want to get that all installed and streamline it, because I've got, it's just it's stuff that I bought and I need to get installed. Also, I have that new winch that I purchased from, Moreflate with that group buy that went through. That was super awesome. So I got the super winch that brand new. It's a super badass 12,000 pound winch. So I'm going to be swapping out my old Ramsey for the super winch on the front of the Jeep. And I'll be putting that Ramsey up for sale. It actually has a Freedom Rope synthetic line on it that's damn near brand new. I think it's got one pull on it. And I'll be putting that up for sale. So if somebody wants it, it's local. I don't want to ship that thing. It's heavier than hell. We can talk. You can DM me at Chris M on Instagram and DM me there, and we can certainly talk about it. But my Ramsey winch, it's a 9,000 pound winch, is going to be going up for sale here soon. So yeah, I want to get down and start working on the Jeep so I can tow it to have it down at King of the Hammers. I'm not sure I'm going to be doing any hardcore rock crawling, but it'll help me get around the lake bed, whether, for all the different viewing venues and whatnot. So that's one of my goals, is to get that ready. And then what else is going on? Oh yeah, so I also have when I was cleaning the garage, I found an old Vial compressor that I pulled out. That was my previous onboard air system. I'm going to put that up for sale. It's I'm not sure which model it is, but it's the constant duty one. It's not the intermittent duty one. It's 100% duty cycle. It's still, it's undersized in a lot of regards for people that have, giant 37s or 40s or 42s or whatever on their rigs. But, if it's something you want to put in your toy hauler or whatever to air up your side-by-side tires, or, well, I don't even know if they ever get aired up, but you can throw me a DM also regarding that. Again, Chris M, www Chris M on Instagram. We can certainly talk about that. Again, that's not super heavy, but I'd like to try to keep that sale local. Throw a price at me, be realistic. Don't be like, oh, $10, no, whatever. So, and then what else we got going on? I just kind of, one of the other things I want to do this winter, and we've talked about, is I want to go snow wheeling. And this doesn't seem to be, the big snowstorms really haven't moved through Sierra yet. And I know there's a little bit of dusting here and there, and they've had some chain restrictions on the freeways a little bit, but we haven't seen these big, what do you call atmospheric river storms that have rolled through that have dumped, inches or feet of snow in the mountains. And that's what we need to really rev up the winter season up there. Because I know that a lot of people have still been playing on the Rubicon and Fordyce. The trails are a little wet, and there could be, definitely cold at night, so there might be ice. But a lot of people have been hitting the trails, which is super cool. I mean, it's the wheeling season just keeps on going for a lot of people that want to keep playing, and if their junk's not broken and whatnot, they just keep on going, and which is awesome. Wish I was out there playing. I know that Tyler and Jimmy and at least one other person went up and were playing on the Rubicon recently, and looks like they had a ball. Seem to have missed my invite on that, guys. But anyway, so currently I'm enjoying a nice glass of wine right now. I'm recording on Monday night. I opened up a bottle of red wine. It's a GPS again from Page Mill Winery, which was one of my favorite places. It's just such a great drinker. I'm just always thrilled to have, a little bit of adult libations while I'm recording. I've got the mixing board set up to just in case Jason calls in, I can buzz him into the show. But I haven't heard from him, so trying to put a little bit of content together for the listeners. Hopefully keep everybody interested. A lot of stuff going on, as I've said before. I'd like to steer everybody towards irate 4x4. Our friend Austin has been kind enough to set us up with, a forum there under Watch, Listen, and Discuss, where we can, all of our shows are listed there. And of course, some of our favorite other shows from Trail Chasers and of course, Snail Trail Boys are there too. But Wheeling Wine Whiskey, you can go to our spot there and click on it and you'll see all of our episodes. And you'll also see, on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see a way to support the show directly, which is not required, but certainly appreciated. You can support us at the $5, $10, $20 per month level, which would be, obviously not required, but definitely much appreciated. On that note, we're also going to be, by the end of the year, which is not too far away, we're going to be shutting down Patreon. We've reached out to all the people that are left on Patreon, which I believe is only one person, to get them to cancel over there and hopefully shift their support over to us on the irate platform, irate4x4.com. And then let's see, shutting down Patreon reviews. We don't have any new reviews. Hey, if you like the show, write a review, tell a friend about it. And if you do write a review on Apple Podcasts, DM Jason at Wheeling Wine Whiskey on Instagram, and he'll be happy to send you a sticker so you can represent the show on the trail or when you're out and about on the town. Super, super cool. All right. Do you have any questions? A lot of listeners, we hear from people occasionally. Do you have any questions for us? Jason and I we're going to be having episodes. We're going to be ramping up quite a bit, getting closer to King of the Hammers, talking to racers, talking to, people that are in the know, getting all the deets. I do know one thing that it just actually shocked me when I heard it. It sounds like they're not doing the shootout this year is not going to happen. So it sounds like there's a little bit of shuffling in the program, which is interesting to me. But I'm sure that at some point there's going to be the annual, webcast or YouTube cast or whatever it is with Dave Cole and the people that are the other officials from King of the Hammers will be doing that and giving everybody the details. Of course, the racers will be, watching with bated breath to get the race, the routing of the race, the maps, and which will be pretty awesome because I know everybody gets excited when they finally get a chance to see what they're going to be racing so they can get out there on the lake bed and pre-run it, get wheels on the trail so they can see what's happening and get ready and be prepared. So, again, reviews, if you'd like the show, write a review. A lot of stuff coming in the pipeline. It's going to be super awesome. I can't wait until Can you tell? I just can't wait until King of the Hammers. This is like my what I really look forward to every year. I know I don't get out as much as I'd like to. Life and real life gets in the way for the most part in my reality, but King of the Hammers is always something I carve out time to do, and I'm looking forward to being there. I'm looking forward to seeing meeting up and seeing all of our listeners, and making new friends and seeing old friends, and just seeing the excitement in the air with all the race cars and the noise and it's going to be awesome. Hopefully, a lot of our listeners can make it down there this year, and we see you all on the lake bed. In the meantime, we also have, I believe we have 7 more of those prints for Justin Wicks. These were that money that the sale of each of those prints, minimum $150. 100% of that money goes to Justin Wicks and the Wicks Family Racing, the Bora car, to help get it fixed and back on the lake bed so he's able to race at King of the Hammers in 2024. As a lot of our listeners remember, his car had a mishap in the last season, and it had a fire, and a lot of fire damage to it, wiring and whatnot that car needed to be torn down and needed to be rebuilt, and obviously that costs a lot of money. So we're happy to help and spread the word. And this is a print that an artist named Monica O'Leary hand drew a picture of his race car kind of flying through the air from the front, and it's beautiful drawing. It's done in pencil. We have numbered prints that were made from that original, and we're selling them. And as I said, the 100% of the sale, the money we make on the sale, is being given to Justin and his family to help with their racing efforts. So I believe at this point, as this episode drops, we have 6 or 7 left for sale. So they're going fast. Get your order in quick. You can go to our website, www.wheelingwinewhiskey.com. Click on the merch link. Or you can look in the show notes for each episode I believe it's been in the show notes for the last 3 episodes. And it'll be in this episode's show notes also. But your support will be certainly appreciated by Justin Wicks and his family, his father Chris, and so forth. And yeah, absolutely, jump in there and help out. Also, don't forget it's the holiday season. I know I'm sounding like a salesman, but get your orders in for our merch. You can get hoodies, T-shirts, hats, buffs, so forth. We have lots of stuff. Go to our website and click on the merch link. You can see all the stuff there, and get your orders in early so that stuff can be shipped to you, so you can have it under the Christmas tree for your loved ones. Christmas is just around the corner. It's amazing how fast it gets here. So, fire off your questions to Jason or me. We'd love to hear from you. You can email us, jason@wheelingwinewhiskey.com. You can also email me at chris@wheelingwinewhiskey.com. You can also DM us. Jason's usually on the Instagram at Wheeling Wine Whiskey. I'm there as www.chrism. And fire off information to us. That's how we can correspond back and forth. Love to answer your questions. If you have any concerns or questions about King of the Hammers, if we don't know how to answer the question, we know where to go to find answers for it. So we'd like to be your resource for King of the Hammers. We're not official, but we certainly have been there enough to know a lot about it. So hope you're enjoying the show, and we'll see you on the lake bed. And on that note, we're out.